It's that time of year again! I don't know about you guys, but Sonic and Christmas always had a strong connection, whether that is because Sonic himself is inspired by Santa Claus down to the Hedgehog's boots, or it just works. Out of any game character, during this time of year, Sonic to me embodies the spirit of the holiday. I don't think it's controversial to say that he rocks the Santa outfit better than anyone else. I mean, he was born on Christmas Island. I like to think that Sonic himself loves the holiday for what it stands for. Sonic isn't an ordinary hedgehog, much like Santa isn't any ordinary guy, so who knows? Maybe Sonic gives the big guy a hand every year. You know what? I'm feeling the Yuletide cheer inside of my heart. To celebrate, let's rank every single snow/ice level in the Sonic series. These reflect almost everything I've said about Sonic and Christmas. The amount of that classic Christmas joy I feel when I play most of these is insane. You guys ready? Because here we go! Ice Cap is nothing short of iconic. The snowboarding section, while dull from a gameplay perspective, is exhilarating to look at. Everything about this level screams chill. Act 1 primarily takes place in the cavern, which looks gorgeous. The ice crystals are a notable set piece. The music here, at least in the original, is very unique. The beta version definitely has a more winter wonderland vibe. I think the final fits it more. The Christmas wonderland effect kind of leaves the second you enter the cave. In Act 2 primarily takes place on the surface. The graphics for Genesis standards are so beautiful. The water moving in the background is such a wonderful detail. Starting off strong when I say this, but Ice Cap is the quintessential ice level. Ice levels in video games are always my favorite in terms of aesthetics, but I'm not really a fan of the ice physics. Ice Cap has none of that on foot. You actually push this ice block to ride on. Sonic does its ice physics in a unique way that fits the gameplay style of its momentum. Needless to say, this level gets an S tier! Robotnik Winter Zone is a wonderful follow-up to Ice Cap. It reminds me of it in many ways, like the inside of the cave, but I also think that works against it, like it doesn't have as strong of an identity. Not to say that there isn't anything unique going on here, far from it. I love it how it used ice physics to increase your speed, usually on a slope or after a loop. Sonic and Tails rolling into a big snowball is a really fun gimmick. Never gets in the way of the gameplay. In Act 2 with the Mode 7 pseudo 3D like snowboard part is super cool. This makes the zone if I'm being real. I was so hyped when I first played this, even if it's a bit slow. The fact you see the snowflakes fall sells the Christmas vibe. I like the checkerboard visuals as well. It's almost like a green hill that froze over. The music gives me the Christmas whimsy cheer. This zone is a very solid ice level. Not my favorite, but it sticks out enough to be a notable B tier. Diamond Dust Zone. Sure, this is a Sonic 3D Blast level, and sure plays like one, but in terms of visual and music, at least on Saturn, oh yeah, this is one of the good ones. I feel so much Christmas cheer when I hear this music. It sounds like it's from some old Christmas movie. The snow on the loops, the 3D snowflakes falling down, Sonic being turned into an ice cube sliding around the map. If this isn't one of the best in terms of gameplay, it's surely one of the best in terms of everything else. Pure Yuletide cheer. B tier. Crystal Frost Zone. Everyone knows that Sonic Extreme is one of, if not the best Sonic game ever made. This game was huge when it released, and Crystal Frost Zone does not disappoint. This level screams Christmas and snow. The gameplay is nothing short of spectacular. The part where you have to jump from platform to platform for over 30 seconds to get to the top of the level is exhilarating. Slowly platforming at the end? Masterclass gameplay. Sega of America proved they're right with this one. P tier, baby! P tier! Oh yeah! In Sonic Adventure you get to revisit Ice Cap, but this time in 3D. And while it starts off slow, it gets good fast. Remember in Sonic 3 where you just watch Sonic snowboard? Well, now you actually get to play it, and it's so fun. The high-speed thrills going downhill watching the avalanche coming towards you is what Sonic is all about, man. Doing tricks off of ramps, bringing through the ice, this is what kids imagined the original Ice Cap to be. While Act 2 was absolute peak, the first one does leave a bit to be desired. Pretty sluggish. But Act 2 does make up for it though. A tier. Look, I really want to like Ice Mountain Zone from Sonic Advance, but there's a certain sluggishness that Advance 1 has that the previous Genesis games just don't have. This is multiplied tenfold by the fact this is largely underwater. Underwater in an ice level is the biggest waste of potential that exists. In Advance 1, it is not fun. This is where I usually put down the game, and that's a huge shame. I love the way the background of this level looks. This is the first snow level to have the whole tree covered in snow thing, and the green adds so much to the palette. But I just cannot get over this gameplay. The lackluster platforming, the boss being underwater. Yeah, I'm sorry Advance people, but this is getting a hard D tier. Ice Paradise Zone. Oh, fuck yeah, baby! Here we go! They learned their lesson from Sonic Advance 1. No BS underwater, lackluster gameplay. This is Advance 2 at its best. A snow-themed city level? Yes, please! The spotlight's moving, the snow falling as you see the lit-up city in the background. I love this level. It actually does a thing where the ice physics are used to maintain your momentum as opposed to slowing you down. I can't get enough of that in these levels. And the music! I think this right here is my favorite snow level theme in the entire franchise. It's up there at least. This level is just that good. S tier, baby! S tier! Twinkle Snow is the biggest step back I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, it's better than Ice Mountain, but not by much. Underwater returns in this stage with a vengeance, which is a drag, but the main gimmick of this stage is minecarts? Really? Sure, it's different, but different isn't always good. No cool ice momentum gimmicks, no whimsy music, it sounds like GBA slop. Underwater being underwater, the boss is just wrong. I don't like it at all. The only thing I'll give this level is the fact that it looks great. I love the colorful crystals, the northern lights look beautiful, and the mountains are cool. That's it, honestly. D tier. White Acropolis is stellar. The snowboard part is a far cry from SA1, yes, but the actual stage part is great. It's like the opposite of Sonic Adventure. This level is so open. It's a more serious take on the snow level though, with having to take down spotlights, and the music reflects that. But the snow part is also very fun. I love going through the snow, breaking the ice with the balance bracelet. Not much to say other than that. I'm giving this level a B tier since it lacks any of the whimsy charm we are looking for, but it's still a great zone. Blizzard Peaks holds true to the game. We may have peaked with this one. Sure, aesthetically it's a bit safe for a snow level, the crystals, mountain, icy slopes, but where the zone truly shines is the gameplay. Rush Adventure is a step up from the first game in almost every single way, and this level embodies that for me. You are constantly doing stuff. It's not all for show. The level begins with the snowboarding segment where you actually get to play it, doing tricks off of the rails, sliding down ice slopes and cool perspectives. This is snowboarding perfected in 2D. You love to see it. And on foot, it's just as good, if not better. Sliding down icy slopes, spinning around icicles, not one missed opportunity in this one. Sonic Rush doesn't get any better than this. Holly jolly fucking P tier! Cool Edge is almost everything Blizzard Peaks was, but in 3D. The sense of thrill is bliss. Running on the water never gets old, and watching the glaciers fall is exhilarating. This level shines with the sleigh part. This is such a fun alternative to using the snowboard. Dare I say it's more fun. The huge jump off onto the whale never fails to get me excited. With all that said though, as great as this level is, it never really reaches the heights of Blizzard Peaks. Still fantastic though, A tier. White Park is a Christmas overload. I have a huge nostalgic bias towards this one. I know the music may be annoying to most, but I can't help but to love it. It's a very in-your-face Christmas theme, and the aesthetics of this level are nothing short of Yuletide feelings. This is an amusement park during the holidays. The northern lights, the Christmas tree, and light decorations everywhere in the fore and backgrounds give me the nostalgic Christmas feeling I felt as a kid. It makes me feel warm, as if I was back in 2012 after a cold day at school playing some Sonic on PS3. Sadly, the gameplay does not translate well. It's not bad, but it's just bland, very reliant on the team-up role gimmick. The snowboarding part is a huge downgrade. Remember in Rush Adventure where you could control it? Not anymore. And using the ball thing to go through the snow was fun as a kid, but it leaves a lot to be desired now, which is a shame because this level has everything it needs to become iconic, but it falls flat in terms of gameplay. In terms of looks, easily my favorite, but it's still Sonic 4. The looks save it. B tier. Man, it's a damn shame. Aesthetically, Frozen Factory is perfect. This is a wonderful snow level in every single way. Act 2 is even better. This screams snow, and the holiday season. The music, man. Act 1's track is beautiful, but Snowball Waltz is one I put on the Christmas playlist every single year. If Lost World did anything right, it's the soundtrack, but the gameplay, oh my gosh, the gameplay! Remember how I said I don't really care for ice physics in normal platformers? Well, Sonic Lost World is just a regular platformer with Sonic in it, and with that we get really abysmal control on ice. It drives me insane playing it. It's almost saved by the animations of Sonic skating and spinning, but even that can't save this level. Act 1 loops if you don't get it right, which can be frustrating to new time players. And honestly, I don't even think Act 2 is all that bad. Sure, it's the most anti-Sonic level ever, but I do get some enjoyment out of rolling around like a snowball, but that's it. I hate not liking something Sonic related, but I just can't like it, man. Songs and graphics can only do so much. F tier. But if we are giving a Yuletide ranking, it would be A tier. Press Garden is a complete 180 from Frozen Factory. This level is a unique take on the snow level, and the results are nothing short of amazing. It's all in Act 2, but man, this has to be one of the best looking levels in the entire Sonic franchise. Instead of mountains, forests, parks, or whatever winter-like area you can think of, Press Garden is a Japanese garden that has been snowed over. The white and pink of the level clashes in the best way possible. The level gimmicks of everything being frozen, like rings and monitors, is fun to bounce on. Not to mention being frozen in a block sliding around the level is exactly like 3D Blast but in a traditional 2D Sonic formula. This stage is nothing short of S tier. Chemical Plant shouldn't really count as one, but it did freeze over and the assets have ice and snow on it, so it counts, I guess. There's not really much to be said here. There's no snow or ice gimmicks. It's Chemical Plant assets with ice on it. Lame? Yeah, but I don't think this was even trying to be a complete ice level. If anything, I will praise Spaceport for being one of my favorite stages in Forces, but that's about it. C tier. Wait, Chaos Island is a snow level? Really? Oh, I guess it is. It has some snow here. I honestly forgot about that. I mean, I love me some Chaos Island, but I'm not really sure how to rank it considering this tiny part of the island so happens to have snow on it. If anything, I do really like the clash between snow and lava. That hasn't been done before. Okay, as a snow level, this is really weak sauce. Like, you hardly even interact with the ice or snow. You just slide off of it. If anything, that's really annoying and I don't like it. The Chaos Island on its own is fire, so I'm conflicted on this ranking. I'm gonna give it a C tier. It's not really much of a snow level at all. The good Frozen Factory Zone is a fantastic place to leave off our ranking. Despite being the same theming as the Lost World level, the contrast is insane. The conveyor belts can be switched to go in either direction, which lends itself very well to the Sonic gameplay. Sure, this zone does the entire woods covered with snow bit with going inside-outside caves, but I'd argue that the level is very unique with its own set pieces such as the snowmen and the gorgeous pink sky. Seriously, the sky clashes with the snow in the best way possible. Paired with the Santa outfit, Frozen Base Zone is a solid A tier. And there we have it. That is every single snow level in the Sonic series ranked. Overall, a very solid lineup. Even the bad ones never fail to give me that Christmas feeling. Even if there is no snow level in Shadow Generations, I really hope we get some sort of outfit for Shadow. They've been doing it for the last couple of games, so here's hoping. And while we're at it, let's hope for a true snow level next mainline title. Now that leads me to ask, what is your favorite snow level in the Sonic series? Also, do you like Christmas and Yuletide? Good day.